We got all kinds of things. We're 5 minutes behind schedule, but it's all right.
We were talking.
We're confused. I think we're confused that there's not a catastrophic weather event today.
Yeah. Beautiful out.
A little smoggy.
Yeah.
Welcome to LA, Midwest LA.
We've had like a week of good weather.
It's been fantastic. The weekend was great, right? I'm looking at a little rain.
Not barely.
Not too hot. Finally got out of that heat wave. I think another one might be coming up, but Lake County, Indiana, school starts next week.
The fair's going on. I don't know if you've been down there.
I have not been to the fair.
We went yesterday. It is a sight to see. It's just the people watching is unbelievable. But the rides were decent and the food's pretty good.
It's over in Crown Point.
Yeah, it's in Crown Point, right by that little that lake that's there, and they've got the full thing. They got all the cattle, like the rabbits for the kids. You could like fish in the pond. Like it's easy. It's
all right.
Good bang for your buck.
I'll have to check it out. I have never been to the Lake County, Indiana Fair. I've been to Lake County, Illinois Fair.
Yeah,
a few times. The obviously from Peatone, so the Will County Fair.
The grounds are there, right?
Yep.
Pass by them when I drive.
It's a historic opportunity for everyone that lived in the 60468.
I don't even think of that being the center of Will County. I feel like Will County to me is like, I don't know, somewhere up towards like Manhattan or something. It's all the way down there.
Yeah. It's way far from the, like, I guess like maybe geographically like an east-west coordinate, it might be close to the center, but it's the
far south as you can go.
Yeah. The next like Peatone has county line road, so you're gonna be in Kankakee County in no time.
But that, to be fair, that if it's the fair, that's where all the farm ground is down there, right? Like,
yeah, and a lot of livestock. And, they have a lot of 4-H stuff. It's actually funny. So like, my 5-year-old gonna be going to starts kindergarten next week, and like it snuck up on us like crazy because I'm so used to having grown up in Peatone. Like school in Peatone didn't start until after the Will County Fair.
Yeah,
because the majority of students were there showing their horses and their cows and pigs and going to the demolition derby. I remember all the football practices at that point. Coach would be like, "All right," after he's like, "Don't do something stupid at the fair tonight." And then,
speaking of demolition derby, and we're going to get back to the fair because last night they had they called it micro wrestling, but we know what that is. It's midget wrestling, which is I guess it's a bad word now. I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. We're not the FCC won't let us be.
Like they're packing the stands for this stuff down there.
So that was at the Lake County, Indiana Fair
last night. And they might have it again. I don't know. Check the schedule, but that's amazing. But I was going off on that tangent because how fun would it be if we did our own demolition derby?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what is it like for a beat up car that just moves? $600?
Probably 500, 600.
Yeah, I think we sponsor that, and we have 4 contestants. We get all like, I've always wanted to do it. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, let's. You're probably gonna have to insure it. We might have to.
Cool. That.
Make a couple phone calls upstairs.
Life insurance as well. We're gonna insure. But do you got a field we can mess around in? I'm sure you got.
I have access. I have someone that we probably would need to do it either like west of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Maybe towards Simmerton.
Yeah. And
we could probably arrange for that. Or if we maybe want to take this into a traveling event.
Yeah.
I got my brother-in-law could probably hook us up in a place maybe in Jackson, Michigan or so.
Let's get up there. Me, you, Tony, Nick, everyone bets on it. Should be great.
Oh yeah, we could. That'd be a great for we'll put senior in there too. We'll
dash cams. We could do it all. But I want a 1998 Ford Taurus, preferably like the gold color, and then I need a sub in the back.
I'm not sure how familiar you are with like building demolition derby cars and modifying them. I don't think the sub in the back is going to work for you there.
We're not going to modify anything. We're going full just tilt.
All right, I'm all for it. We might want to make some adjustments to the gas tanks.
Yeah, we don't want fire.
Hey, fire would be fun. The problem is when fire and gas tank are next to each other.
Anyway, sorry for that.
No. Let's we'll call it the Rusty Putter Fair.
Rusty Putter Fair. Derby.
Speaking of other events, we'll plug real quick. We do have a St. John event with our missing guest, Tony Mitadero. I believe he's actually out pounding the pavement, getting the Jones and Co. band back together for us today. So that's September 4th. It's a Thursday.
Yeah, 4th.
Brand new St. John Community Center.
I just drove by it yesterday, and I'm like, oh, is that the place we're going? It's not even done yet. It looks.
Their grand openings in like 3 weeks.
There's garage door missing, I think. But anyways, it looks beautiful.
It looks awesome. Obviously, as residents and business people in St. John, we want to open it up to anyone that actually watches this is near St. John. Also, yeah. And then anyone around the area that wants to come, we're going to have barbecue. We got a band. One of the, as you know, Tony loves music. As another, I love music. You love music. Allegedly one of the best guitar players in the region.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones.
So we'll have that. Yep.
Del
exactly.
Mar?
Yep.
I know Eddie.
Yeah. So we got the whole crew there.
Wow.
Free beer, free seltzers, free barbecue.
Wow.
Yeah. Put it on Adam's tab, not mine.
Let's go.
But that'll be Thursday, September 4th. I think September 4th, something like that. We'll get it all plugged out there. Love to see you guys there. We'll put the RSVP and all that fun stuff there.
The beer is Ice House, the black can. So 9%. You only need 2 of them.
We should. It should be we should make it real trashy. Get some Natty Light, some Keystone,
natty.
30 rack of Stones.
There you go.
Throw it back to the college days.
Rolling Rock. Maybe.
Rolling Rock.
That was high class back in the day.
It
was like you're gonna go fancy.
That was like the first affordable green bottle beer.
Bottle.
Yeah. And then you move, then you get to like Peroni. You're like, well, shit's like
Skunky.
You don't like the Italian beers?
I do actually.
Have you been to Italy? Or you go? I know you're trying to go to Italy. Have you ever gotten the Peroni from McDonald's?
No.
Oh yeah.
But I shall.
It's
like on tap there.
It's rite of passage, my friend.
I will get that. We're going in like 3 weeks or something.
All right. Say hi to my family while you're over there.
We're going to Sicily. So we will.
Well, you say hi to my wife's family. Then. Yeah. All right. So we got the event. We're going to try to put together this demolition derby. That'd be an entertaining one. Maybe we should do it when they're doing the ice bike racing on Cedar Lake. We'll do
fun.
Ice demolition derby.
Holy cow! Now we're on to something.
Yeah. Now the premiums are going way up. But what else we got? No crazy weather here, but figured maybe it's barbecue and bonfire season right now.
Yeah.
Which means that there's probably some drunken myths and some weird and poor financial advice.
Yeah,
given out
floating around the fire pit.
Yeah, we have.
What have you heard?
Lots of funny things, lots of crazy things.
The one I'm hearing most recently is that they passed a bill so you don't have to pay your medical bills anymore. I've definitely heard that 3 times.
I have heard
we addressed that
some things like that with some credit situations. Other ones I've heard are that the Fed's going to lower the Fed funds rate to 1%, and that's not going to have any impact on inflation or create any problems in the marketplace. We've heard Trump kind of back off of the Jerome Powell thing, but the September Fed rate cut, all that stuff. I will say, not to nerd out on market situations, but did have really, really crazy data revisions the other day.
Oh, they fired the guy, right?
Yeah.
Now we don't know where the jobs reports are coming from.
And so but what I want to explain to people is that creates chaos in the market.
Yeah, because what do you trust? You have to trust the data, right?
You have to trust the data. The data was delivering one thing. Now it's delivering a different thing, which is the Fed, they have a dual mandate. All the other central banks in the world don't. So they have inflation and employment.
Yeah.
Employment now obviously appears way softer, but we didn't know that. But it's such a drastic number that the market just kind of goes into shock. It's like you wake up and accidentally you got $100,000 extra in your bank account. You're going to start to wonder, is this real?
Yeah. I mean, just to get real, not too deep for all the 3 listeners, but they went back a couple months and took job growth number and basically brought it down to almost nothing 3 months in arrears. So I don't know how the data comes in. Maybe they do it by surveys. I mean, I don't know what the reasoning is, but man, it was a lot.
Yeah. So it is surveys. And then it's you're supposed to respond in a timely manner. I think it's 700,000 surveys go out on it. Who knows? It just again, when you have volatility in the market, it's way worse than even though it was favorable for interest rates longer run.
Yeah,
it's so volatile that it everyone just pumps the brakes on it for a little bit. So we're waiting for that to digest and golf ball through the garden hose situation there.
Should be fun. A couple of weeks coming up here. I mean, you got a lot of stuff in the market. It's not that we're a market talking person or show, but man, you got the Trump and Russia trying to close down the Ukraine war. There's the Israel thing, like there's just so much uncertainty. It is crazy.
Yeah.
Will the Fed cut the rate? Like it's been an interesting time.
Get your bunkers ready.
Yeah.
Put your tinfoil hat
on. I
on.
didn't talk about Iran even.
Jesus, well, we probably don't want to talk about that too much. We'll end up
tariffs.
unalived.
Talk about tariffs.
I thought that's that T word.
Jeez.
Yeah. So there's a lot of that stuff going on. A lot of market confusion, but like some other bonfire things I've heard, or have actually got a question for you on. So, like, if someone has a short-term rental, so like a house that they intend to Airbnb or VRBO, like, is there some additional types of insurance coverages that they should have versus not have?
So there's an endorsement that you have to put on your homeowner. So it's picture, it's a second home policy. An endorsement you put on there that allows you to have coverage for if you have guests and you're basically running a business. So you can't insure a business as a personal thing. So there is a latch on you got to do. Helps with liability, helps if the tenants cause a fire or whatever they do, leave the water on, vandalism, there's all kinds of stuff.
That's one of the things I had heard around a campfire. Obviously have a place up north and have some friends that are pretty deep into that game. And there was some whining and crying about some insurance adjustments because maybe something was not correctly displayed or explained, and then it was found. Obviously, if you have a VRBO or an Airbnb, anyone with access to that website can find out that you're running a short-term rental there. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing, and the other part that goes to is occupancy misrepresentation in the mortgage world is the number one researched issue, fraudulent issue. So again, buy a house, you say you're going to own or occupy it, and then next thing you know, it's on VRBO
the next week.
You're playing with fire there. And I get it. Like,
what could happen? They call back the loan? Like what?
That's a very difficult thing to answer. What I can tell you is this. So mortgage transactions they fall into a category it's protected by federal law.
Okay.
So if you were to utter or misrepresent a statement that caused me to give you that loan, the penalties are up to 30 years in prison and $1 million fine.
That would hurt.
Now, if you look at case law, there's obviously lots of little workarounds and other things.
This is all about intent, right?
Yeah. But in this case, would more than likely fall into the fraud for profit category, which is a huge concern.
Yeah.
Because now not only is it the fraud that you acquired the property, but the money that you've then acquired in rent also fraudulent. So that stuff gets researched as AI and computing just continues to grow.
Sure.
Just like like in the insurance world, like being able to see roofs and historical satellite imagery.
And it's I would also say it's kind of less of a gotcha situation on the insurance because like if you add this endorsement, you're actually protecting the revenue, So if like one of the people that rent your house causes a fire and then you can't rent that house out for the whole summer, your insurance agent can give you the revenue that you would have gotten. Like it's not like they're getting you. It's your coverage isn't right. So
and that's like real dollar. I mean, I have some clients that have a pretty large short-term rental portfolio, and some of these properties will net, I guess not net, they'll gross $40,000 to $50,000 a month. Like that's
some serious money.
Yeah, and especially you're carrying maybe a $5,000 or $6,000 note on that. Like,
and by the way, this endorsement, I mean, depending on the house, right? A couple $100 a year, to cover a $50,000 revenue stream. It's like, I feel like people are so guarded on the information because they think they're going to get screwed. But like, you got to give someone you trust the information so they can give you good advice. I mean, we keep coming back to that, but man, it's like you think that you're hiding it off and you're going to save $300, but what you really did was you gave up coverage and now you lost $50,000 because you didn't have an endorsement. Like that's the kind of stuff I see all the time. All the time.
So that's obviously one of the things I've kind of heard around the campfire recently. Another one, you got to have 20% down to buy your primary house again. Like or I'm waiting to save to do it. And
who told you that? My uncle. What's your uncle do? He works at Kmart. I mean, what?
Hey, if he works at Kmart, that's damn impressive.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure no one works there anymore.
They're gone.
It's going to be a Jules over here pretty soon. But that, like, there's this, and then, like, PMI and that whole thing we've talked about before. Again, it's just, there's not a one size fits all operation for buying a house. It comes down to what do you want to do? I met with some clients yesterday who were like, hey, we don't really have a ton of money set aside to buy a house, but our landlord told us he's selling his house at the end of the year. So we've been paying $3,000 a month in rent.
Yeah.
So it's a reasonable thing that like you may not be able to sock away a ton of extra cash, but they have some runway, right? It's August 6th. So I met with them August 5th. Landlord's dumping the house in January, right?
Yeah.
So they got to be out by the end of December. They talked to me at the right time. We got a couple months. We got to resolve. We talk about credit and FICO and the evils of FICO the other day, right? He sees his credit score on the one app, and we take a look at his mortgage credit score. Well, he's got a collection that happened from like 7.5 years ago that he didn't know about and couldn't understand like why the one score was in the high 700s. This one was in the 690.
Yeah.
But guess what? We gave him the instructions. It's getting removed. The score is going to go back up to a 780.
There we go.
But that doesn't happen. And if they wait till November to tell me that, hey, we got to be out of here by December, we don't have any runway to fix it.
It's a 5-month situation.
So that's one. And then lots of myths and confusion and stuff about non-occupying co-borrowers.
Yeah.
It's a great solution. Go ahead.
I was going to say that I remember like that part of it. And then like, loans from family, like there's all kinds of ways to get through things. But.
Yeah. And I think that's what happens. And I think the biggest confusion is when you hear it around the campfire, you only hear like 1/16 of the story. Yeah. And then it turns into a game of telephone. And then it becomes very, very misconstrued. I have these conversations frequently. I tell people like, I don't talk to someone on Saturday speaking about around the bonfire.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, what do you do in these situations? I was talking to the mom about co-signing for the daughter. I was like, my family's done this before. So like, I know the professional aspect of how to structure it. And I know the personal method, like the personal strife and stresses that go into the whole family business with it.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about this. I'll have the conversation with your daughter and explain like, hey, mom's willing to do this, but here's the kicker. You have to open up a joint bank account with mom and you got to pre-fund the mortgage payment in there with a 1-month cushion. That's a fair thing to ask if mom's going to co-sign because we don't want mom to find out on the 29th day of the month that the money's not in there to make the mortgage payment. And now she's going to get a 30-day late on her credit.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So just again, lots of that confusion stuff. And I'm sure what else have you?
I mean, the insurance side of things, like, can I if my insurance company doesn't know about my kid that lives with me, they'll still cover that kid. Maybe might used to have been a thing that is rapidly changing. So if you have an undisclosed driver in your house and they get in an accident, they will not be covered. So if they've got a license tied or it's, they live with you and they regularly use your car, you need to let your insurance company know that because you're not paying the right price to risk. And that, that's not fair, obviously. There are companies right now that will just outright deny that. Or even there's some companies like the cheap ones that even if I say, hey, Tony, you can drive my car, they're not listed on the insurance, and they get an accident, nothing is covered. You get sued, nothing. Not like we have permissive use, so you could give permission and you could use it. But there's just little things like that people talk about, and then you take the bad advice, then you hide your kid, you don't tell the insurance agent, they get in an accident, which they're going to. Every kid, I mean, I'm not going to speak in absolutes, but man, every kid gets in. I got one.
I got in two. I got one really bad one.
Yeah. It took me about 3 months to figure out and to get in an accident. But anyways, it's going to happen. So just, I don't know.
Hey, I think accident rates probably, you guys might have some stats on it, but it feels like car accident rates are up.
Yeah, they are. You know what? Like the frequency is a little down because now a lot of the cars have all these like warnings and stuff, but now we're relying on them. Like we're not paying attention on the road, and then the car doesn't beep, and then you're in trouble. But now they got so many bells and whistles and video cameras and sensors. Like we just had a young lady hit my wife's back bumper, just a little tap, just one of these. It was $3,500 to repair a cracked bumper.
So you probably got the cameras in there.
Recalibrate, blah blah blah. There's a sensor. It's like, geez, man.
I mean, it comes down to, so sounds like in the insurance situation, very similar to the mortgage thing, misrepresentation
it'll cause you.
It might not bite you in the ass until, 3 years from now, but it's probably going to bite you.
Yep.
And there's catastrophic costs there. I mean, like I don't know if there's even a real answer to like what an average real accident claim is between medical and other.
Gosh. Yeah.
A couple $100,000 probably.
Yeah. if you start throwing in medical and people are wondering, well, why is insurance going up? It's not necessarily the cars and the labor. It's the cost of medicine in the United States. Like a one night in the hospital is like what the average person makes in a year in the United States. So that's the reason.
Well, yeah, and you're probably getting you get in a car accident, they're probably bringing you in for all the imaging stuff. So MRI, CT scan, couple thousand there, couple thousand here.
$1,000 for an Advil.
Yeah, the ambulance ride costs some money sometimes too.
Yeah,
so that's again. I don't know how many times we could beat this into to submission here, kick this horse, but
give us a call.
That's the biggest thing. Call us, talk it through, be honest with it. I think the biggest thing, and you talk to like an attorney, if you're gonna ever get an attorney to represent you on a case or something, like they're gonna lay out the percentages and the odds and let you make the decision. And we're never gonna tell you to make an incorrect decision, but hey, here's your exposure. This is where it can go wrong, and this is what it could cost you. This is what it costs to cover that exposure.
Yep.
That's case closed. It's really not that hard. And we have those conversations frequently. There's nothing wrong with having, I would say this, don't take this as a discouragement to have those conversations. This is an encouragement to have those conversations.
And they're free.
That's the best, it's the right price,
It costs nothing. It costs 10 minutes.
That's the other part of it, but we could go into free and, timeliness and all of that stuff as well. But other than that,
what else is in the sports world? Cubs need to kind of get a win, I think.
Cubs need to win. Sounds like we got some Bears camp getting a little testy already. Some fights.
Well, we don't have Hard Knocks this year, right? So that's good.
A little less drama, maybe.
Best omen.
We don't even know. I guess we probably got some football stadium stuff. I think Arlington Heights is back in the running there.
Yeah,
again.
they never left.
Yeah, it's a bluff on the old tax man there.
Yeah,
it's funny because as I'm driving down 53 and 14 the other day, coming home from up north, lots of construction going on right at the intersection. So
interesting.
Yeah, they might be ahead of something on that.
That's all I got.
I don't know sports. Other than that,
golf. I got the FedEx Cup coming up. That's gonna be interesting. Can Scotty pull it off? Probably.
Did hear a lot of very interesting complaint about golf.
What's that?
About the pro golf season and how it's very the real big events are all in the beginning.
They are.
You're not getting warmed up yet, and then you have this lull in the summer.
It's true.
I guess the other big one, right? Wrigley's getting the All-Star game.
Did not hear that. That's pretty cool. Next year,
unless 2028 maybe. Unless maybe it's a rumor. I don't know. You can't trust anything online anymore. It could have been an AI deep fake. But I believe that they're getting the All-Star game. So Chicago gets a boost there. Nice. We had Lollapalooza, Blackhawks, not so hockey, not even really playing right now. WNBA, bring your helmets, I guess.
Yes, they're throwing things on the court. Do your own research on that.
Yeah, watch all the videos.
I just want to know why they picked the green. Why green?
Probably high res. Very easy to see. You ever see a construction guy wear a dark blue shirt? No, they usually wear the yellow ones. They want to show up.
Highlighter orange.
Exactly. Or that's the ones that were on a discount. Who knows?
There we go. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we're out of here. Adam at adamismyagent.com and plywithjr.com.
JR.
That's it. We're out. We'll see you guys next week.
I'm done. Cut the show.